Hello and welcome. Today I'm adding Decathlon and Bridge from the Activision Collection 3 to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. These are both games that I've largely noped out on. I haven't beaten them or played everything they have to offer. Well, I mostly have with Decathlon, I think. But anyway, let's get on with it, starting with Decathlon. Originally released in 1983, Decathlon is it's an Olympic-based simulation where you take part in various events, and it's a joystick waggler, as in a proper one. I mean, I don't mind some of these games where there's a bit more to it, but when you're just literally just hammering left and right on a joystick or on a D-pad, which makes it even harder. Yeah, it reminds me too much of my sex life, and that's not fun as it is. So, yeah, this game just isn't something I really enjoy at all. I don't fancy breaking the joystick on my Alpha or caressing my D-pad vigorously enough to actually do good at this. I've played most of the events and they're fine for what they are, but it's a type of game that I never found enjoyable. I've never really understood the appeal of it. Just, yes, an endurance test, it's fine for a mini game in something, but when a game is based entirely around these sorts of events, no thank you. I mean, that's why things like summer games and winter games on the C64 collections work, because they're not just joystick wagglers. Anyway, enough moaning about this, let's break it down, starting with the graphics. While the graphics are quite simple, which is expected given the hardware, they're animated well enough and everything is clear and concise, you can tell what it is, it moves well, so yeah, the graphics are quite good considering what the game is and what hardware it's on. Nothing fancy but perfectly functional. Sounds are quite basic, little ticks for your footsteps as you run, or a jump or throw cues, and little fanfares, really nothing to talk about. It's fine but barely functional.
Gameplay.
I mean, it recreates events such as the 100-metre dash, the long jump, the shot put, the high jump, the 400-metre dash, the 110-metre hurdles, the discus throw, the pole vault, the javelin and the 1500-metre run. And they're all rapid left and right movements to build up speed and a single button press to perform certain things. I played through them all except for the 1500-metre run, which I just got bored before I got about halfway and I lost the will to live. So yeah, I mean, the gameplay, it is what it is. It's the type of game it is. I can't wrangle it too much. It does what it does well enough. I just don't like what it does in the slightest.
Overall opinion.
Yeah, as you can tell, I don't care for this game. Maybe you get some fun out of these sorts of things, but I really don't.
Ranking.
To place on my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever, I've elected to put Decathlon above Dragster but below Ployd, ranking it at 460 out of 467 games that I've ranked so far. So moving on to Bridge. Originally released in 1980, Activision's Bridge is it's a full simulation of the game Bridge, the old thing that old people play that I've never understood, I've never learned, and I've no interest in ever learning. I mean, I'm told it's a very cerebral, methodical and, interesting game, but yeah, it's about as appealing as syphilis. Not even going to bother to do a full breakdown on this one because I haven't really played it enough. This footage here is as most I've played it and I just do not care to learn more. So yeah, I've noped out of this one and I'm just going to get on with the ranking. So placing Bridge on my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever, I'm going to put it above Magic Girl but below You Choose 'Em, placing it at 466 out of 467 games that I've ranked so far, because I care that little and I'm sure it's perfectly functional and maybe I could rate it higher. Maybe I could even find some enjoyment out of it if I could really be bothered to learn it and play it. But I can't, and I have no interest in doing so. I've not even got enough interest to learn it just for doing this review. Sorry, you'll just have to either learn it yourself and form your own opinion, or do what I do and not bother. Anyway, I think that's enough of me ranting for one video. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one.